and I am your host, Flora Aduk. Very privileged to have Tracy Ahumuza, the founder of Atta Breast Milk Community. If you've never heard about breast milk donation, this is the show for you. And someone out there may need breast milk, or you may need breast milk. Tracy, well done with the organization. I know we've been talking about so much that it has been doing. I know that you have won quite a couple of, accolades as well. But I want you to point out, are there some of those milestones, that that you look back fondly to, that you'd like to share?
Yeah, I think when I started, or when Atta started, the immediate thing that we wanted to do was to get a pasteurizer. A pasteurizer is the machine that you use to pasteurize breast milk, so that bacteria and all of that can be removed. And my first thought was, let's just get this machine. Surely if we get this machine, then we'll have solved problems. I couldn't think about where are we going to put it, who are we going we just wanted to donate. And I think the first time we were able to afford it was in 2023. After, imagine doing collections from 2021. Yeah, I thought by like December, since we said in August, we'd get the money. But 52 million, surely, my God, it took us, because obviously we had to collect money while, continuing to do the work, and we were able to afford it. Even if we were not able to buy it eventually due to, transportation issues and conformity in the country and all of that, we were not able to purchase the machine specifically, but we could afford it.
Yes.
And I think that was the first big milestone. Maybe also our first grant of about $20,000 at the time. That was a lot of money. Little did I know it would not even scratch the surface of what we needed to do. Our first grant, and then our first 100 babies. That was in our first year. We made 100 babies that were taken care of. I think another milestone I'd say was Atta being recognized in New York. Getting flown there to receive an award in New York by the Seagull Family Foundation, who have been supporting us for a very long time. My goodness. I think those are some of our milestones. Being registered, as a company with URA, and paying our first NSSF.
Wow.
And pay as you earn, and realizing, oh my goodness, we cannot pay that because we can't afford to. But it's things like that. The milestones have really been, turning 1 year, turning 3, and now we are turning 5 in a few days. We don't know if we'll get to celebrate it being 5 years old, but I think making it this far, it's a testimony on its own. So.
Yeah, it has. I know you've won a couple of awards. Do you care to mention some of them that...
I don't know if I can remember all of them. But I think our first award was by UNICEF and the Ministry of Health for enabling breastfeeding during the breastfeeding week of 2023. I think that was amazing. To be recognized by the Ministry of Health and the UNICEF was wonderful. That was the first award I think we received. I received an award while I was at the University of Edinburgh in Scotland, and the award was I think it was something to do with Inspire, Launch, Grow, something like that. Moving Mountains. It was the Moving Mountains Award. And we received that. And what else? I think those are the words that I really hold dear, because being recognized in the spaces that have sort of supported you, but kind of support you even further. Even getting written about by the MasterCard Foundation, which had sponsored my scholarship. That was a huge milestone.
Wow. Quite a milestone, I would say. So if you were to talk to a social entrepreneur, really, who is trying to get that dream out of their mind and to practicality. What advice would you give?
I'd say start. There's no level of preparation that can prepare you for the curveballs you're going to get. So I'd say start, but also keep a strong group of, maybe keep your friends, as many as you can, close to you, because you'll need them. Not many of them will be able to understand what you're going through. But it's so important to be able to step away from your work and to relax and to get poured into, because a lot of the time entrepreneurship means you're pouring out a lot.
Yes.
So you need something that feeds you, whether it's reading a book, whether it's swimming, whether it's just hanging out with your sisters or your brothers or your mother, anything. Find the one thing or few things that you can say, okay, I'm going to switch off and rest. It is so important to rest. As an entrepreneur, it's important to rest, but most importantly, it's just keep going, I think. But also do not be scared to end it if it doesn't serve you anymore. I think for many of us, when we start some things like this, we can hold on beyond the point that is useful.
Yeah.
And I think I have recently learned, after my own reckoning with Atta, that, if we closed today, we will have done something, and I think that counts for something. It's okay to not tie your entire life to whether your business survives or your social enterprise survives or not. You're still a person and you're still worthy of life. Stay. There are many other things that you can do.
Okay. Oh, quite interesting.
Yeah.
And I want to go to you, Tracy, yourself. What are some of those personal beliefs and principles that guide you in your journey of life?
I have really unlearned a lot over the years. I think I'm my biggest critic. I really am tough to myself.
Yeah.
And I am slowly learning to be kind to myself.
Yourself. Yeah.
To try and extend as much kindness to other people. As much kindness as I extend to other people to myself. That is something I'm learning. I really believe in integrity. Do the things that you would do, all the time. Accountability is another one for me. I want to be able to do things because I said I would do them. I also like to be transparent, and I think that's something that people used to say, oh, you're so vulnerable, you're so brave, but really it's just I want to fail in public. I want to fail in public. Like, I want you to know that I entered this thing not knowing what I was doing. I will get out not knowing what I was doing. And I want to be as open as possible, so that if anything were to go wrong, it's not to say I didn't tell you. I also, we are learning as we go. And that continuous learning is part of my principles, I think. It's not easy as you grow older, man. The capacity of the brain to hold things is ridiculous. But yes, continuous learning, accountability, transparency. Those are things that I stand. And I'm not a saint. I make mistakes. And I'm trying to forgive myself for my mistakes. Yeah.
I like that part of trying to forgive yourself, really. And you believe in hard work, integrity. From what I'm getting from you, what are some of those routines that you have, let's say, for your own productivity and your personal growth?
Well, I try to get up every day at 6 a.m. 6:30 I'm in the gym, because if I don't take my body to the gym, my head will kill me. Like, I feel like working out and being active is really important for my mental health. So I try to do something active every day for my body. I like to read.
Yeah.
I'm trying to read more fiction than education things so that I can just escape for a few minutes.
Yeah.
I try to read or listen to my Bible when I can. I think those are some of the things that I would say keep me sane and keep me coming back to myself. I'm trying to stop using social media. Yeah. I want to be present with people. I want my interactions to be people centered. You know, call me. You know, I'll call you back, and it's okay if I don't call you right away. I'll message you when I can. I think the digital space has made it such that you have to respond all the time. No, I might be dead. Then what? You'll be fine.
Yeah.
So it's that having that patience and grace to say that we'll get to it when we get to it.
I like that. We'll get to it when we get to it. Tracy, you're very inspirational. Just, listening to where you're going, yeah? And I want to know for you, what inspires you? Or who inspires you?
Women.
Yeah.
Women inspire me. I think that I don't have a specific person, but a lot of my life has been molded and shaped by so many women. And they have the ability to nurture, the ability to forgive, the ability to that resilience, that long suffering that they talk about. Women are so good at it, and I admire the beauty and the grace with which they do it. But especially mothers as well. Mothers really inspire me. They don't know what they're doing, but they're doing it. They're doing it. In terms of people that I admire, many people say they're mothers. So of course I'll put that there. She's one of the most funny people I know alive, and somehow she gets away with all the things she says. I don't know how she does it. If I said the same things, I would not be where I am today. But she gets away with it, and she's really funny, and she's kind and generous. So maybe, yeah, I think those, a lot of the people that I really are usually women.
Okay.
They're usually women. I have some men, like my brother, whose house I'm staying at right now. He's amazing. He's big marketeer and all of that. He inspires me because he's so strict, and he seems to have OCD. He doesn't know it, but he's really strict and neat and clean. Yeah, people like that. Yeah, they inspire me to try and be the best version of myself.
Best version you have of yourself. Tracy, you've met so many people in your work, I would say, and outside work. And also you didn't mention that you are actually living in abroad in London right now.
Cambridge specifically.
In Cambridge right now. You'll tell me more about that. But before we go to that, I want to know, what advice have you had, that has really pushed you till today? Any piece of advice you're like, I'll never forget this? And do you remember who it was from?
Yes. I think my former boss, Dr. Andrew Kambugu of the Infectious Disease Institute.
Yeah.
A few years after it started, a few months, I think, after it started, Atta said to me, Tracy, you need to build resilience. And I remember thinking, how much more resilience do I need to build? I just lost my child. I'm trying to work. I'm not. But he challenged me. So build resilience. I think that's maybe one of the things. The question was about...
Yeah, the advice.
Advice, yes. Yeah. Dr. Andrew, he said, build resilience. I think another lady whose advice I really love is my aunt. She told me, every time you want to do something and then you think about if what that person will feel like, stop. Do not be influenced by what other people... It's really difficult for me as a people pleaser, but I should only do things because I want to, not because I expect that person to feel a certain way. And I think that has been truly healing for me. She said it a few months ago. For every time I feel like I want to do something and I expect a certain response, stop and reevaluate why you're doing it. Yeah, and I think that was...
Yeah,
I tell you,
that-
women are clever.
women are very clever, and it just comes out
Yeah,
like
naturally,
normally you're in the
yeah.
kitchen cutting onions. She gives
The only
you one.
problem with
Yeah,
us is
they
that
are
we don't
doing
follow
what?
our own advice. Yeah, but it's beautiful.
I think because it takes that retrospection and going back to that point of reflecting and saying what is this, and then you find that women, we are so busy on to the next thing, the next thing, the next thing. So
100%.
finding time to reflect is very deliberate. So
Yeah.
if you don't do that, I mean, you just lose it in in all that, let's say maybe the conversation. And I know you work with young people, and you'll tell us more about that, but I want to know, what have you found the greatest need of youth today, and what kind of lessons are you learning from this space?
I think the biggest thing that young people need right now is encouragement, that they can and that they will.
Yes.
It's so hopeless. I mean, even me as a big girl, I feel unable to do things a lot of the time.
Yeah.
But I found in Cambridge, I work with young people, in early 20s. They've just come out of school and they're so scared. And I'm like, you're going to be okay. You have no idea. You are going to be just fine. But not just in a patronizing way.
Yes.
I really speak to their skill set and their, what they have to do, what they're capable of, or at least what I think they're capable of. I think young people today need a lot of encouragement, more than we needed, because there's so much noise. There is so much noise. It's ridiculous. More information than we've ever had. I don't think we were designed to have this much information. But also, I think another thing that young people really need is mentorship from people who've walked. I mean, obviously, we don't know what the world they're going into is very different than the one that we are in. But the fundamental transferable values,
Yes.
like kindness, like, attentiveness, try and be present. There's nothing. All the money in the world is not going to solve it, and it will never be enough. And I know people might say, oh, you're speaking from privilege, but I tell you, I don't have a lot of money. I don't know if I ever will have a lot of money, but it's not entirely. It gives you options, yes, but let it not take you away from your center, from the things that wake you up in the morning, that give you the drive to be a person, to be in community, to be with your friends. Yeah, it's not worth it.
I can imagine. Can you speak a bit about the program that you're doing? I think
Cambridge?
I found it quite interesting.
Yeah. So the Mastercard Foundation Scholars Program is across 3 universities in the UK. That is Cambridge University, the University of Oxford, and Edinburgh University. Because of my work with Atta Breast Milk Community, I got a scholarship to go to Edinburgh University, and after that I was given a job at the University of Cambridge to help people who start their degree, because it's usually 1 year's degree, to help them go into meaningful work and employment. So it's not, that it takes a year for you to do that course, and hopefully by the end of the year, my job is you've got your scholarship first of all from all over. So the scholars are all from the African continent. Some of them are Ugandan. I think we have 5 Ugandans this year. There are 69 scholars. And next year there might be even 70 or 72 on campus in the UK. They get a full-blown scholarship. And after that 1 year, my job is to empower them, but also to help them find meaningful work that they can do afterwards. Yeah.
Well, it sounds quite interesting. Tracy, we've talked at length about your work, and I want to talk about your other passions. What are your other passions outside of work?
Reading. I used to be a people person. Now I kind of like quiet time. Reading, I think, is one of them. I wouldn't say that I love working out. I need it. I need to work out. So I now take that as one of the things that I do. I did mention music as well. Traveling.
Yeah, traveling.
Yeah.
You have to say your wish list. What's on your wish list?
I think the next one I want to go to,
Yeah.
or at least the one that is most easy for me to do, is probably go to Verona in Italy. I've been to Italy, but I want to go to Verona. I want to go to one of these Asian countries, maybe Thailand or Singapore or whatever. Yeah.
Okay, that is that is interesting. Well, Tracy, we're coming to the end of the show. Yeah, I just want you to dream. You know, what is the ultimate legacy you'd want to leave for Atta Breast Milk Community when you look out there? What are you seeing?
I want for one day to wake up and no one from Atta calls me. And they are just running the thing and it's going, and there's so many mothers who are involved and they are helping other mothers. My ultimate dream for Atta is for it not to need me.
Yeah.
Like for me to be like, oh, at Atta they're doing that and they're doing, I want Atta to surprise me.
Wow. And you receive it. And addressing now, we just come to the end of the show. But if you were to tell the listener, listener, you know what? I've been talking for an hour and a half, but whatever I said, this is it. What would you say? What is that one thing you tell them? Listener, don't forget this.
I'd say, listener, be kind.
Yeah.
Be very kind to others, but especially to yourself. Yeah. Kind, not nice.
What does kind to self mean? What does it look like?
It means giving yourself grace to fail, but also not to the point where you're not doing anything. Don't grace yourself to hell now. Like, do some work, but do it in such a way that it is useful for people, for yourself, and that it's feeding the community. Kindness really just comes out in the things that you do. Are they thoughtful? Are they useful? You know, that sort of thing. That's how I interpret kindness. It's being thoughtful about every little action that you do. Really think about it. Is it good for you? Is it good for people? Is it good for the general environment? Is it good for the legacy? If it were your child, would you do that? Think about the repercussions of your actions. That's kindness to me.
There you had it on Her Story 256 from Tracy Ahumuza. It has been such a lovely conversation. And from the team at Her Story 256, we wish you a fabulous weekend. And from Tracy,
thank you so much for having me, and I hope I have said something useful.
Well, enjoy the vibes of the song Obulunji Bunduma.
Yes,
all right,
Bunduma.
Another request from Tracy. Enjoy the vibes. We wish you a lovely, lovely weekend. I have been your host, Flora Aduk. Thank you.
Thank you.